In this video, I will demonstrate the multi-factor authentication integration to this applications practically. First, I will show you practically, then I will demonstrate what is the theory behind that a particular MFA alone, because that MFA is not part of the IDP at all, right? So I'm using a cryptographic technique and an API technique to do it. I will explain how it actually works, and that MFA is not something related to the OTP, TOTP. I means like a corporate company has their application, and you have their Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or any third-party authenticator getting installed to someone's personal device, and you put that OTP from that personal device into an corporate's high secure high critical data handling application, which I feel that is not, that is totally wrong. We should not do that. And if a corporate is giving a laptop or a mobile device, and that only device should have the right to access the particular application, and also by not relying on anybody's personal phone and an authenticator and a SMS OTP and all those things. So it has to be the MFA. According to me, if I say MFA, it has to be a cryptographic device based identity, and it should be very seamless for any user. It's not like that for every 30 seconds like in Google Authenticator or any other authenticator. You have like a spinning, right, something, right, some sort of a progress circle that moves, and you need to put within that particular speculated time. No need. If the device is going to be the corporate's device, then that amount of device trust should be there, and it should be handled at the backend in a seamless way. A user cannot remember. Already it's already we have the password, they have to remember, and another in addition to that, and taking the phone checking for the OTP, which is unnecessary. So the device trust needs to be taken as the MFA, and here for that I'm using the concept of private CA. So I'll show you how for these for both of these test application how it actually works. Let me demonstrate that quickly to you in this video, and I will give you a theory on another video. So the actually I have logged in here. So once again, so maybe because of the tail still callback, it will ask me to keep it refreshed, and same thing will happen here if I do that. So it's because of the stale cookie. So just do this, it will log in a second time, it will take you inside for sure. Okay, yeah, that's all. So actually there is an MFA in the front end. Yes, there is a device uh, private CA MFA is already there. So what I have done is that I have created a private CA root certificate and deployed it that in this machine in the trusted root certificate authority store. Okay, only because of that this I am able to have even the login form. Without that CA certificate, even the IDP login form will not come. Okay, see this use case. So what I'm going to do is that since that C root CA private root CA is already here, I'm able to refresh and this application is working as expected. What will happen if I'm going to remove that CA? Okay, so I'm going to delete that, and let's see what happens. Okay, so just give me a second. So I will be deleting that CA. Now if you see here, right, I have Jagan root CA. That is the CA which is actually making this application stay over here. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete that certificate now, and see what happens if I do a refresh over here. Do a right click, delete. I have deleted it. Let me go back to this application, and I'm going to hit refresh. See what happened in both the applications, because that is going to remain as a common MFA. Common MFA means if you want, if you have my IDP solution with you and you need to have private CA concept as an MFA. So if that certificate is not there, you will not be able to access any of my applications, right? That is highly secure, that is 100% zero trust. It doesn't mean that I have to be so specific to the applications and enable MFA as I enable MFA as I like for each and individual applications, right? I did not do that. Okay. Okay. So let me reinstall the certificate and see what it happens. Okay. Shall we do that now? Right click, right click, install certificate, then local machine, then next, yes, install the certificate, then I put it on the trusted root CA, next, and finish. Okay. So I have installed the CA, and CA is actually present over here. So let me go back and do a refresh and see what happens. So let me, since I have set up an redirection over there at the private CA API. So that's why. So I have deployed the certificate. I am enabling it. See, I'm able to recover my application back once I install the CA. And this is called as a zero trust. And this setup, right, this concept of MFA private CA, this is applicable for any platforms, even for the Android and iOS devices also. This is applicable. You can download the respective web application. I'm sorry, the respective applications from Play Store or iOS Store, Apple Store. Then you need to have the root CA with you from the corporate company. Securely, you need to get that, and you can get it installed. And if you try to open it, right, so only if you have the CA you will be able to do any work on the applications, otherwise you'll not be able to do. And that is the actual idea behind it. Okay. So so now I'm calling this as an MFA, private CA, as an MFA to the identity provider I have just demonstrated, and the integration into this application. And this is very very generic to any framework or any platforms. Okay. So I will just talk in the next video. I will try to I will give you the theory, what is actually behind it. Okay, I'll share you the theory behind the private CA. Thanks for watching this video.